folks. My name is Buck. I drive a truck, and I do got a gun rack in said truck. I am Dayton's resident redneck boy. I do live the stereotype. The only thing I do different, I don't live in a trailer, although I used to. It's a long story. We just got over the eviction. Apparently cooking meth is still illegal. I thought maybe I'd get away with it doing it out of the tank of my motorcycle, but it was still illegal. It was still a bad idea. Trying to sell pot to the cop was a bad idea too, but we'll get into that too. I don't know if it was a bad idea that he took it or what, but I do live up to the stereotype. I do live in a house that has a porch that if it collapsed, it would kill 3 dogs. I breed Rottweilers, so nobody really wants to break in my house. I had a guy from the security company call me up and he said, we can install home security. It'll call the police automatically when somebody walks up. Told the guy, I said, I don't want that. I sell weed. I don't want the cops coming out here every time somebody shows up for a bag. That kind of killed the purpose, right? Wouldn't that be some self-snitching going on? I mean, hell. I just bought a pair of Rottweilers, man. They each weigh about 200 pounds. The last guy broke in my house. Well, he's still there. I should have puppies around December, or at least a really mangled chew toy that used to be a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Even the bad people don't try to break in my house. They get on the other side of the street and walk away, walk down the street. I was up to argue with my neighbor. He backed off like 3 houses. I thought he was afraid of me because you might find this hard to believe, but some people say I'm kind of intimidating looking when you first meet me. I don't see it. Not really. I'm a real nice guy. Most people would get out of my way. But I thought he was afraid of me. He jumped back 5 houses. Here comes my big dog, Diablo. He raised up on the fence and said, whoo! My neighbor said, the hell with you, I'm out of here, man. I'm moving next week. I'm like, that's why I like my boy. They said curiosity killed the cat, but I was always curious of my Rottweiler because we don't have any cats either, or squirrels or possums or anything else. Nothing ventures into my yard because my dog will kill you, dominate you, and have you for lunch. But enough about my dirty dog. I do got one more joke for you, or a couple of them. We got any Catholics in the house tonight? One, good, you're gonna love me. Sir, were you an altar boy? Oh, good, great. You know why altar boys have perfect parted hair? It's not a sin. It's not a sin, my son. It's not a sin. Which brings me to introduce a story about Father Louis. Father Louis is taking confessions one day at the good old Catholic Church, and the urge occurs he's got to use the bathroom like seriously bad. So he flags down Bob the janitor. He says, hey Bob, look, I need you to sit in on confession for me for a minute. It's relatively easy. All you got to do is read the penance, which is punishments. If you're not Catholic, I am. I know what it is. You read the penance is up here. They're going to tell you what you did. You're going to tell them what they got to do. It's real easy. First, Father Louis gets out there. He goes to the bathroom. Bob sits down. First lady comes in and says, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I committed oral sex. Bob's looking up and down the list. Can't find nothing for oral sex. So he sticks his head out the booth and sees Johnny the altar boy. He says, hey, Johnny, come here, man. What does Father Louis usually give for oral sex? So Johnny says, that's usually 2 Hershey bars and a Pepsi. One more I got for a friend of mine that just come back from overseas. And he was in a battle with an Army guy. He was in the Marine Corps. And the Army guy was like, we're 101st Airborne. We're the best. We're the best. My buddy from the Marine Corps, he says, we're Marines. We're the best. They call us first, pull us last. Guy says, well, we're hardcore in 101st Airborne. He says, man, when I was in training in boot camp, I was on an airplane 3,000 feet up. My sergeant said that I better jump out of that plane or he was going to rake me in my ass. The Marine Corps guy looked at him and said, did you jump? He said, a little bit at first, but it changed my life at the end. You guys, my name is Buck Martin. I am Dayton's Redneck Comic, and man, you guys are a great crowd tonight, man. Coming to the stage next is a funny guy. Well, he's funny looking anyway. His name is Mike Kolinsky. Mike, you out there, man? Where you at?